Hey, welcome back. I've got a question for you today, and I'm going to ask him as well. So here it is. What is the largest organ in the human body? Kim.
Are you in, Jeremy? What is the largest organ in the human body?
It's actually our skin, which is pretty amazing. And when you think about it, our skin is the way that we interact with the world. So I'm not going to go in depth here, but our skin is made up of cells which are held together by fat. Now, as soon as you mention fat, some people go, oh, fat's terrible. But in this case, fat is a really good thing. And it's really good also as it relates to essential oils. Why is that?
That's because essential oils are actually fat soluble. So that means they get absorbed through fat. So they get absorbed into the skin through the fat that sits between our cells.
Okay, which leads us on to the second way that you can use essential oils, which is topically. So how do we use essential oils topically?
Okay, so topical use, so topically literally just means on top of the skin. So it means putting them onto your skin. So there are two ways you can do that, neat and diluted. So neat means straight from the bottle. Now there are some oils that we can use neat, and then there are lots that we can't. So in order to find out which ones you can't, always read the label, because the label will tell you if it needs to be diluted, and will also tell you how heavily you need to dilute it in a carrier oil.
Okay, and what exactly is a carrier oil?
So with carrier oils, they're usually vegetable or nut oils, and so some examples might be olive oil, grapeseed oil, almond oil, macadamia oil, or even Young Living has a blend called V6, which is actually 7 different vegetable oils in a carrier oil.
Okay, so we're going to talk about Copaiba today and using that topically. Tell us a little bit about Copaiba and how we're going to use it topically on our skin.
Okay, so Copaiba I mostly use topically only because it doesn't have a very strong smell. So when you add it to the diffuser, you don't get that deep sense of, that you're smelling something, unless of course you add it to other essential oils to make a blend. So I use it topically after the gym on tired muscles. You could add it to some of the carrier oils that we talked about before and give your muscles a really, really good rub. And by adding it to the carrier oil, it makes the essential oil go further. So instead of using a whole heap of Copaiba on your thigh muscle,
on all your thigh muscles,
or your calf muscle, you're going to actually make it into a rub and rub it on that way. And that way the essential oil goes further and saves you some money.
Awesome. So in our next session, we're going to talk about the third way of using essential oils, and we're going to talk about lemon, which is actually one of my favorite oils. So
yep.
We'll see you then.
See you then, guys. Bye.